Hi, I'm Tony from Yacht Controller in the Yacht Group. I'd like to thank you for coming over and considering our wireless control for your docking needs. We get asked this a lot, and we figured we'd make a video to discuss some of the key points, 7 to be exact, on the differences between our product and any competing brand in the market today. And I always like to start off with the fact that Yacht Controller has been in business now over 22 years, approaching 30,000 delivered systems. Longevity, I think, is the key factor that helps customers understand that we've been able to not only continue our progression in the technology, but keep up with the evolving boater throughout the years. But I will touch base on key facts based on features, based on technology, and based on serviceability. So I'll start off with the first key point, and that's in the communication protocol between remote and receiver. We communicate via radio frequency amongst multiple channel combinations, scrolling every 1/6 of a second, and we're constantly channel hopping. Now, there are other wireless controls in the market that do the exact same thing. What sets us apart and is unique to Yacht Controller is the fact that we're doing it on 2 separate frequencies. And what that means, what that equates to, is essentially more channel combinations, greater redundancy, and more connectivity for a more robust system. And because of those key features, I move on to point number 2. Yacht Controller today is the only commercially certified wireless control in the market. We've attained the Maritime Navigational Apparatus Certification EN 60945. It's a very robust certification to attain. The testing is very stringent, and even more so on wireless control protocol. And it's because what that certification allows to equip any kind of government agency vessel, ferries, and tugboats, and so forth. Our third key feature dives more into the customer experience and the customization of the product for the boater's needs based on his or her boat application. Yacht Controller today is the only wireless control that offers up to 5 user profile settings. We can control things like proportional engine speed, ramp up time, proportional thruster control, virtual stern thruster, and many other key features. And I'd like to dive in a little bit with regards to the ramp up time. So we do have competing brands that provide proportional engine speed control and incremental speed control. What sets us apart within these user profile settings is that we can also control the ramp up time to get to that speed, to give you a more soft, more controlled movement of the vessel. So for example, if you have your first profile setting is set at, say for example, 1,000 RPMs. Now, some guys like to get there fast, some guys like to get there slower. So we can adjust the time frame that it takes to max out at that 1,000 RPMs. That provides a great experience when you're trying to dock in close quarters maneuvering. This is non-existent in the competing brands, nor the user profile settings, nor the ability to control ramp up time. On the competing brands, you're gonna have one fixed setting, permanent. In order for you to adjust that setting, you either have to fly a technician over to the vessel, or you have to ship the equipment back to the manufacturer for adjustments. And that now takes me into my 4th point, is our patented Wi-Fi integration. The Wi-Fi integration allows for great serviceability. We can now access Yacht Controllers remotely via virtual private network from anywhere in the world for real-time customer service. So say for example, we've now delivered your Yacht Controller. We've done product orientation, we've fine-tuned the product, we've set user profile settings. 3 months during your break-in period, you're now comfortable with the Yacht Controller, and you says, wow, I really wish profile setting number 2 would give me another 50 RPMs. Through Wi-Fi hotspot connection, we can access your Yacht Controller whether you're in the Bahamas, whether you're in the Caribbean, the Eastern Seaboard, the Gulf Coast, the Western Seaboard, the Pacific Northwest. With any Wi-Fi hotspot connection, we can access your Yacht Controller for real-time customer service to make those profile changes as you wish. But in addition to that, we can provide software updates, firmware updates, further troubleshooting support. I now jump into our 5th key feature, and that's in our latest development in our quad-core processor. Our receiver today is not just a receiver that's receiving radio frequency from the remote. It is now a 64-bit quad-core processor, which has opened the window to many, many future opportunities, whether it be synergies with other OEMs, whether it be new software integration, whether it be new key features. This is non-existent in the competing brands. And on to my 6th feature. The Yacht Controller today is equipped with a built-in radio spectrum analyzer. You know, we talked about in feature number 1 about the redundancies and the communication protocols, the dual band frequency and so forth. And that's still what sets our product apart when it comes to reliability. But let's face facts, in today's world, there's a lot of Wi-Fi out there, there's a lot of Bluetooth, there's a lot of radio frequency technology that's constantly competing for signal. And there's going to be signal interruption, there's no doubt about it. With our built-in radio spectrum analyzer, it is constantly checking channel communication combinations between the remote and receiver to ensure optimization. There is nothing like this today in the market. We are the only wireless control to offer this feature built in as a standard to all of our models. Last feature is our 7th key point, and this is predominantly for the larger Super and Mega Yacht series in our Supremo model. And the Supremo model, not only do you have greater redundancy, more channel combinations for greater distances of range, but what has changed from the prior model Yacht Controller is our external antennas are now built-in CPU processors. And they're communicating from the antennas down to the quad-core processor via data CAN bus cabling. What that's done is dramatically extended the range of our yacht controllers for the larger super yachts. We're seeing open air over 600 feet in range. There is nothing like it in the market today. You know, those are the 7 key features in Yacht Controller, and it's clear why Yacht Controller is still supreme in wireless control and why we are and will always be the branded name in the industry. You know, you take 22 years in business, you take over 30,000 delivered systems, you take the dual band communication protocol redundancy, you take the user profile settings, commercial application, patented Wi-Fi integration, built-in radio spectrum analyzer. I can tell you that I've personally been involved in thousands of Yacht Controller deliveries. I helped bring the first wireless controller to market in the US, and 22.5 years today, I'm blessed to be a part of this growth and watch our customer base grow. It's been an amazing experience. I'm really excited at what's in store for Yacht Controller's future developments. I really look forward to earning your business. I want to thank you for your time.